Hi, my name's Kimberly. I just finished up a 3-month coaching agreement with Kevin, and I can't recommend him highly enough. I reached out to him initially because I was very curious about masculine feminine polarity work. At the time, I was in a very stagnant space in my life. I was in a relationship that really was not serving me, and in my agreement, in my coaching agreement with Kevin, I was able to gain the skill set and the tools in order to extricate myself from that relationship in the most painless way possible. And because of Kevin's very secure masculine presence, he was able to hold a space for me where I felt very comfortable and very um, safe to be extremely vulnerable. And that allowed me to kind of go through the grief of losing that relationship and essentially do polarity work in such a way that I felt confident by the end of our agreement that I would have no issue whatsoever manifesting into my life the type of relationship that I'm wishing for. And it was actually really funny. During my last session with Kevin, I made a comment, kind of a nonchalant comment, that, oh, I'm not going to have any issue finding the right man. And he was like, hold up, wait a second, because that was the very reason that you initially reached out to me. And it was a bit of a wake up call because we had done so much additional work that didn't really actually feel like polarity work at the time, that I had forgotten that was my initial concern and reason for wanting to work with Kevin. And that, I think, is what makes him so effective. He's very capable of meeting you exactly where you're at and really holding the space for you and creating a very individualized approach specific to you that I thought initially that I might get somewhat of a checklist oriented type of program of, here's all the things that you must do in order to kind of fold into your um, the feminine spectrum of your individual polarity. But that's not at all what happened. I ended up feeling so safe in my work with Kevin that I processed some trauma that I didn't even know was kind of still brewing underneath the surface and needing to be healed. Kevin is a wealth of really practical lifestyle biohacking information that, he's basically an encyclopedia for anything that you might want to know regarding how to live your best life, honestly. And what I appreciated most, that was all obviously wonderful, but the cherry on top I felt was that he is willing to dive into spirituality and the esoteric as deeply as you're willing to go. And that was a very interesting and beneficial experience for me. It was really fun and also really helpful to my life. So bottom line, if you're thinking about working with Kevin, don't hesitate to reach out to him. It's well worth it, and you have so much to gain from working with him.